Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic Zero, and we're playing Bayonetta on the Wii U. This is Chapter 3, The Burning Ground. And, man, has it been an exciting day. So, this morning we have footage from TGS. There was a teaser release for Gundam Battle Operation 2 on the PS4. So, yeah, so to say the least, I was looking forward to retiring, like, from the game, like maybe, start acting like an adult and having kids and shit like that. I guess I'll just be playing Gundam Battle Operation for the rest of my life, or at least for another 5 years. I hope to God that it is not pay to win like the last game, but shit. At least now I actually have the income to be part of that pay-to-win crowd, but I don't know if I'll do that. But, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they have it set up sort of like at the very end of GBO, where they basically had it so that you can have the choice of using points or yen at any point in the game. Like, where there aren't things that are only available for yen. So hopefully it's like that instead. Yeah, in other news, we also have a launch date for Monster Hunter World, and that's going to be January 26th. And I am so damn hyped for that game. I think I'm going to like take 2 weeks off of work just so I can just chill out and play Monster Hunter. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, I think I'm also going to take a week off of work for the launch of Gundam Versus. Not that I'll be playing that the whole time, but yeah, it'll just give me a bit of a break from work, and also give me some time to acclimate to that game before I start doing footage for it. Anyway, let's get into the commentary for this video. So, yeah, so Chapter 3 is basically like all combat. It's pretty fun and interesting. Lots of quick time events and stuff like that too. So these enemies at the beginning are angels encased in lava and fire, basically. Oops. So you can't attack or touch them normally. You can hit them with ranged attacks still, but if you try to attack them with your melee weapons, you're gonna get knocked back by the fire on their bodies. So you can still hit them with Wicked Weaves or ranged attacks, or you can try to activate Witch Time to damage them that way instead. That still works. Man, that wasn't so bad. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run back to where we started. And there's a trash can right here. You just want to knock this over, and it will reveal an Alfheim right there in the building. But first we're going to open this treasure chest. And I'm just using like the up slash because I have an angel weapon equipped and I don't want to use it by accident. Okay, what is this Alfheim? Yeah, so now that I have Shiraba, I'm just going to use basically the Stinger attack to cover ground instead. Oh, okay, so for this one, we want to stay in the air for 20 seconds straight. And normally that's not really possible, but we're going to use the enemy step in order to stay in the air. And every time you do an enemy step, you get a cancel, and that gives you back another double jump. And also, you can kind of spam the shoot button to make sure your descent is a little slower. So what I'm actually doing right here is I'm actually spamming both the shoot and the jump at the same time. And as soon as I wander into contact with one of those flying baby head things, it will cause me to jump automatically. So if you do that, it's really straightforward. If you have trouble with that, come back with the whip, Kulshedra, and that should give you a much easier time of doing that too. So yeah, you got options. Okay, let's go ahead and keep moving forward. So in a lot of these areas there are treasure chests, but they don't really have anything all that useful, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip them for this playthrough. Alright, so right here, the magma is chasing you. Don't let it touch you, because you'll die instantly. But yeah, there are two beloveds here. You can just run past them. You're actually supposed to attack them a little bit for, yeah, a little bit of, because you actually get graded right here. So you see my combo is only 15 from the bullets I got off. But, yeah, just try to hit them a little more if you can. Alright, so here is a new enemy that I absolutely despise. Yeah, so it's some sort of, like, Egyptian dog thing. And it's pretty annoying to fight because its attacks come out really fast with not much of a tell. And also, it apparently has the ability to parry you, so you gotta be careful when it does that. Yeah, like that. And there also seems to be a bit of a weird issue with this level. Actually hadn't... It seemed to be fine on the PS3, but on the Wii U, and I hear also on the PC version, some parts of Chapter 3 have like really bad slowdown, and it makes it actually sort of difficult to play. I think I'll just point it out when it happens. Anyway, we're gonna go forward into this courtyard, and this should look familiar. It's basically from the previous chapter, but everything's all busted up and stuff. So, you're supposed to go left, but we're going to go over here to find another Alfheim. God damn it, how many times am I going to miss this jump? Okay, here's the Alfheim. Okay, which one is this one? Angel Arms. Wow, this one's pretty easy. So I really like using the staffs, but for this particular one, it's a little easier to use these double swords, and use circle to fire it as a longbow instead, and you can get pretty easy points off of that. Yeah, and also you don't have to chase after anybody. You're just pretty much, you got everybody in range here. So you get a few shots per Angel Arm, and the Angel Arms do respawn. So just pick up another one when you use up the gauge. Okay, so dodge him, and I think we should have enough meter to just kill him with one thing. Nope, not exactly. Need one more. Okay, there it is. Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, you can only use Angel Arms, so if you try to attack him otherwise, you're gonna bounce. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, pretty easy, right? Yeah, the only thing I don't quite like about that one is the bow. It takes a really long time to start up the attack, so that like sometimes your combo meter will drop like in between usages of the bow. So just watch out for that. Yeah, so if you haven't noticed, we have the Sharaba equipped now. It's it's the katana, and it's pretty damn cool. Its combos are similar to the handguns, but it's got some other things going on with it. Like, some of the delayed combos, they do, like, multiple, like, combo slashes like you saw before. And also, unlike the guns... God damn it. That's really annoying. Yeah, you have to wait for the lava to die down before you can jump through this. And is it okay now? You can probably go through now. Yeah, so for the Sharaba, if you hold down the attack button, it doesn't shoot, but it actually goes into like a charged EI slash. I don't know if you guys have heard of Yaido, but it's basically a style of Japanese swordsmanship where you practice basically quick drawing your sword from its sheath. Yeah, so that's what the charge attacks on Sharaba does. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool section of the game where we get to use Witch Walk to fight on the sides of the buildings. And you can't, you know, the floor is lava, so you can't walk on that. Okay, I think it's everybody. Let's go ahead and cross. Yeah, And there aren't really many other fights after this in this section, so you can just run across and not have to worry. Do buildings really just explode like that when there's like, you know, when there's fire and lava going around? I don't know, I've never seen an entire city get swallowed up with lava like this. Alright, so we're about to get swallowed up by the lava flow here, so we're gonna run up this building. And don't fuck this up because you will die instantly, but it's gonna be a button press, it's gonna be shoot. So don't press it too early, don't press it too late. As soon as you can see the Y button, press that. And you will, for some reason, the shoot button will make you jump off the building. Yeah, but don't miss it, because like, first time I tried this, I missed it like 4 times in a row and died every single time. It's fucking annoying, dude. Alright, so here's where the slowdown is gonna get completely unbearable. I don't know why, but yeah, you'll be able to see for yourself. It gets kind of fucked up. Alright, so we have 2 of these buggers. Yeah, and they do kind of creep up on you slow, so I guess go ahead and use that opportunity to attack one of them. And yeah, I forgot to mention that I purchased an unholy crap ton of upgrades. So you notice that my magic meter is gigantic now, and actually have up to 2 full meters. So I can basically get 2 torture attacks off whenever I want. So since I dislike these things so much, I'm basically just gonna spam the torture attacks to do as much damage to them as possible. And like I mentioned before, these things, they're the only things in the game, I think, where you can get off a torture attack, but it won't kill them instantly. Which is sort of annoying, but well. Yeah, so the way I'm fighting this thing is I'm sort of... God damn it, that is so annoying. I'm using a combination of dodges and parries at the same time to kind of give me 2 layers of defense. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't know why the game was just slowing down really bad, and it was hard for me to time my defense properly because of that. Yeah, I think the game's just running a bit slow because of all those fire effects in the background and stuff. Okay, we managed to get out of there safely, so that's good. Yeah, that's what the Shiraba does on charge. And you can actually charge every single one of the attacks inside the combo. So you can do like 5 of those in a row or something. And it's pretty devastating. It'll actually one-shot a lot of the regular angels. It will just slice them in half instantly. And the neat thing about the Shiraba's charge attack is your combo meter will actually freeze while you're charging, so you don't have to worry about keeping the meter up while you're charging it. It's actually a pretty good way of just kind of dealing with annoying problems. Alright, so we have more of these lava-covered angels here, so I'm just trying to be careful in attacking them. And for some reason, they just weren't really attacking me, so yeah, I decided to just shoot them and just use a charge slash instead. So yeah, you can see how powerful that is. It's pretty awesome. Oh, and another thing, so when you're charging Shiraba, you have to hold your position. And basically, you have to assume like a draw slash stance. But if you're charging the attack and you dodge, if you just hold down charge, then you can keep your charge even after you dodge. So that's a pretty good way of repositioning. Yeah, it's a pretty neat trick for mowing down enemies, but honestly, it's not very good for your combo meter because Honestly, you just can't get a high score if you kill things instantly. But it's there in case you just want to get by and not have to worry about the score. Yeah, I think this is my favorite combo of Shiraba. It's just so stylish. Yeah. Alright, and here comes one of the neatest part of the game, honestly. Yeah, so this portal leads into a portion of Paradiso, like the actual Paradiso. Yeah, and you can actually walk on all of this water right here. So earlier, after one of the fights with those Egyptian dog things, you get half of a golden LP, and that one platform behind the portal gives you the second half. So at this point, you can actually unlock Kushedra, the whip. But yeah, we're gonna run over here to this other Alfheim. Yeah, and it's way out of the way, and it's easy to miss, so just make sure you look out for that. Okay, I don't remember what this one is. Which time disabled? Okay, so it's basically a normal fight. You have 2 minutes, and of course, even if you time your dodges properly, you can't activate witch time. So if you have the items unlocked, I mean the accessories unlocked, there's lots of different ways to dealing with this. One is to just keep fighting like normal and don't worry if you don't have witch time. Although there are 2 accessories that allow you to modify witch time. One of them, which isn't really available while you're just starting the game. I think you have to beat it either on normal or one of the other difficulties to unlock it. But it basically makes it so witch time is activated manually. Oh, God damn it! I saw that coming from a mile away, but I guess I had the timing off. Anyway, that other accessory actually activates witch time manually. So instead of being able to taunt, you just have to. You can only activate witch time if you press L1. That's one way to handle this. The other way is like since you can't activate witch time, just go ahead and use. God damn it! This thing is really being annoying. Yeah, there's another accessory which, crap, I forgot what they're called. I think they were like the evil rosary beads, something like that. But what those do is, instead of activating witch time, whenever you get off a perfectly timed dodge, it sends out this energy wave that just does massive damage to the enemies. So, since you can't activate witch time here, you may as well use that. At this point of the recording, I hadn't bought that accessory yet, so I didn't use it. But yeah, you have the option to do that instead. Okay, Alfheim cleared. Let's run back to the portal, and there should be a pair of statues there for us to activate witch time. Alright, here we go. Okay, so dodge lightning, or column of light, and we're going to use that to walk across these columns of water. That's pretty cool. And you don't have to do this, but I just kind of like climbing up on this stump and looking around because it's just really nice scenery, honestly. So right here is a bullet that used to be a broken witch heart, so make sure you run over there and grab it. It's so funny. Okay, so we grab the hourglass. This item is going to allow us to reverse time, and we're actually going to carry it back through the portal, and we're going to use it on that bridge that collapsed. Alrighty, so don't run back to the bridge yet. We're actually gonna run. Oh shit! thought I was gonna fall off and die. I can't believe I made it back up. Oh, that was really stupid. Okay, so we're actually we're gonna backpedal a little bit to find this hidden Alfheim. It appears after you repair the bridge. So it's this one's easy to miss, so make sure you don't do that. And I'm actually gonna fast forward through this because I actually fuck it up the first time. And yeah, I don't want to make you watch that, but okay, so in this Alfheim challenge, you can only damage enemies using Wicked Weaves. And it's really easy to mess up because you don't have very many options for getting off Wicked Weaves instantly. So I'm trying to use the punch kick punch combo, which ends with a Wicked Weave, and definitely use Shraba because its Wicked Weave is awesome. It can actually hit multiple enemies in one swing. But it's easy to mess up because if you accidentally make contact with one of the enemies, you're gonna bounce off of them because they basically have super armor. Yeah, so watch out for that. Yeah, this is supposedly a. Yeah, I'm kind of out of focus today, so I wasn't really doing the combos properly. But this is actually a pretty good mission for learning a technique called dodge offset. Yeah, and that I forgot what that attack's called, but it's supposed to allow you to do a Wicked Weave instantly, but I guess it just doesn't seem to be working in this mission for some reason. Yeah, and you can also use Tetsu Zanko to instantly do a Wicked Weave, but it requires meter. So just make sure you, I think it requires like 3 orbs or something like that. Yeah, so you might see me doing a little bit of dodge offset. So what that is you're going to pretty much press dodge like in the middle of your combo, and then after you're done dodging, you can just continue the combo, and like that pretty much allows you to pretty much complete the entire punch kick punch combo without actually committing to the punch, the first punch or kick. But don't dodge on your last punch. Just wait for the weave to come out first, and then you can dodge. Oh man, I'm really messing this up. Alright, yeah, a little distance there. Yeah, if you use dodge offset, you don't have to worry about getting distance, but I just don't... I don't feel really secure about dodge offset because, honestly, it feels like it doesn't work properly most of the time for me. Yeah, the way you use it is... yeah, you're not supposed to hold the attack button. You can just do punch, dodge, kick, dodge, punch. But yeah, I ended up with a heel stop because I was tired of just chasing them around. Alright, but yeah, we did it. Down our bullet. Yeah, so yeah, normally, just remember, those aren't normally bullets. They're just bullets if you've already completed the challenge. Normally they're broken witch hearts or like moon pearls and stuff like that to increase your life in your magic gauge. Okay, so now we're gonna run back and actually cross the bridge. Hopefully I don't fuck up and fall into the lava again. Okay, so these angels are gonna come out to attack you. And this fight is actually completely optional, I think. But if you want to get a good score, you actually do have to fight them. Yeah, I have no idea what was up with that, because I was waiting for that angel to come within range, but he's just sitting there. That's really annoying. Yeah, and I'm really weary about like trying to jump into the air to fight these things, because I don't want to just fall into the lava by accident. But oh, I didn't know that. I've never actually done that attack on one of those flying baby heads before. But apparently if you do a punch and kick, basically the same combination to activate a torture attack, you can just punt them, and it doesn't use any of your meters, so that's pretty good. Yeah, really nice and useful. Yeah, so this bridge is pretty annoying. Like, it just kind of falls apart. So you'll get a prompt to press B to jump down here. I remember when I first played the game, I must have died like 17 times because I didn't know you were supposed to wait for the prompt. Ugh, yeah, that was pretty messed up. But yeah, it's going to be B with the jump button. Alright, so we're just going to... damn it. Alright, just watch out for these lava flows. Should be safe now. Oh, come on, that was fucked up. Jesus. Yeah, the game doesn't allow you to move, but it still gets me hit. What the fuck? Yeah, so that chest has a broken witch heart. Make sure you grab that one. Okay, it looks like we finally have a way out. Okay, so that's the moon. We're gonna be able to witch walk up this tunnel. Well, I broke one of the rocks. That was pretty cool. Okay, finally out of that fucking fire pit, and we're on firm ground again. Yeah, so veer left right here. There will be a chest. This has a broken witch heart in it. For me, I already grabbed it, so it's just money or helos. Yeah, we're gonna head up. We're gonna head up these stairs towards the Colosseum, and this will basically take us to the end of the mission. Yeah, so another way you can cover ground quickly is if you use the afterburner kick. But yeah, since we have the Sharapa, that's not really necessary. And that bullet used to be a crow. Make sure you just grab that with the shoot button. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Let's see how we did. Yeah, pretty good time, pretty good combo, and we found all the hidden fights. So yeah, overall that was pretty good. And yeah, I got a stone reward last time because I just died constantly from fucking up all the quick time events. Like, just don't fuck those up, okay? Make sure you have them memorized. And we have like a crap load of bullets from like fighting all the extra bullets in the level. So yeah, I got a pretty okay score, but I was missing a lot. Alright guys, it looks like that's it for this chapter, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. It's gonna be a boss battle.